Hello guys, and welcome to my demo of the VegaTrem VT1 UltraTrem. So this is a really cool tremolo system with a really clever and unique design. So it not only allows you to use the trem as you would on say a standard Strat trem, where you can dip the bar to drop the pitch of the strings, but you can also pull up on the bar to raise the pitch of the strings. And it does all this without the need to permanently modify the guitar, so there's no drilling or cutting required into the body of the guitar, and there's no need for a locking nut or anything like that. So it's literally a straight drop-in replacement for your standard tremolo. So for the first part of this video, we're going to go through the installation process of fitting one of these tremolos. So I've never fitted a VegaTrem before, so this is the first time I've ever fitted one of these. So we're going to see how that goes, and then towards the end of the video there'll be some more playing clips as well. Okay, so I'm about to fit the VegaTrem to my USA Fender Strat. It currently has another aftermarket tremolo. It's a 6-screw type, but we're going to be replacing that. Tool wise, I've just got a few screwdrivers and the Allen keys that come with the tremolo. So yeah, and then I've just got pliers and a string winder for restringing as well. So firstly, I'm going to remove the springs from the back of the tremolo. And then next I'm going to remove the 6 screws that hold this tremolo in place. Okay, so there's the old tremolo. I'm going to set that aside. I'm just going to give this a little wipe over. Wipe away any dust. Okay, so the VegaTrem comes in 2 pieces. So you have this little bar that goes there, and then the tremolo itself will then slot in. I don't know how well you can see that there, but there's 2 slots either side, and the tremolo has 2 kind of knife edge kind of points, and that slots together, and that's where the tremolo will pivot. So firstly, we're going to fit this bar piece. So as I said, this guitar is a 6-screw tremolo system, but the VegaTrem bar piece only has 4 holes, and it comes with the 4 screws that you need to secure that in place. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've tightened down the screws on the bar piece here. So the next step now is to fit the tremolo in place and attach the springs on the back of the tremolo. So you get a few different springs in the kit. You get a extra low tension, a low tension, medium tension and high tension pair of springs. I'm going to go with the low tension springs to start with. These are the springs that they recommend if you use 9 gauge strings. I'm using 9.5 gauge strings, so I'm going to start with the low tension, see how we get on setting that up, but I might swap to the medium tension if needed. So yeah, I'm going to put the tremolo in place here. Drop that in. I'm going to flip the guitar over. So there's 2 little grub screws here, which are used for clamping the springs in place once you've hooked them on. So I'm going to loosen these up a little bit, make sure I can get the spring in there. and I'm going to go ahead and attach the two springs. So we got both springs on there. They look okay to me. I'm going to flip the guitar back over, and as you can see, the trem's kind of sitting roughly where it should be. I'm going to move it up slightly, get the, yeah, so there the knife edge, or knife edges of the trem are now sitting in the little slots. It's dropping out there, but once we get the strings on, that'll pull up then, and we can start setting it up. So I'm going to go ahead and whack the strings on. If we flip it over, so I don't know if you can see there, but this is where the strings will go into the trem, so it's slightly different to your standard style trem. Okay, so here we go. All the strings are on, and it's looking really good. So I'll just talk through what I've done after putting the strings on. So I strung it up, and straight away there was not enough tension on the springs in the back, so the bridge was kind of sitting up like this. All I've done is flip it over and have a look, tightened the two screws to add some tension to the springs, and flip it back over again, and that was just enough to bring it so that the tremolo is sitting parallel with the top of the body. Adjusted the string height slightly. I haven't given it a proper setup yet, so I'll do that in a minute, but I won't do that on camera just because it'll be boring. But one thing to note is that when you make your adjustments to the string height and also the intonation, you have to loosen these little screws on the top, which is pretty cool because like they just hold everything down, clamp everything in place once it's all set, which is a nice little feature. So I'd say in total there that probably took just under an hour to install, and then probably another 10-20 minutes to set up the the string height, intonation and that kind of thing. So it really is a really straightforward kind of DIY install, really easy to do, and if you're comfortable setting up your own guitars, then I would say that you'll have no problem installing one of these tremolos. So yeah, in my opinion, the VegaTrem is an absolutely awesome tremolo system. It stays in tune perfectly. It's extremely responsive, very expressive tremolo system. It has awesome sustain as well. you know, it ticks all of the boxes that you'd want from a good tremolo system. VegaTrem also do a 2-screw version for guitars that have the more modern style of tremolo with the 2 posts. So yeah, definitely recommend the VegaTrem to anyone that was looking to upgrade the tremolo system on their Strat or other guitars.